Hello darlings, and welcome back to my channel. So today we do a review on this Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation SPF 20 Brightening Complex that I have right here. And let's go and talk about the packaging. So with the packaging on the outside, it does come with this clear plastic sheet of paper right here. So on the back right here has this silver piece of paper, and it does go ahead and talk a little bit about the product, and then does have the drug facts. And if you were to open it some more, it has more drug facts. It also has the ingredients, and then it does have the instructions on how to go ahead and use this product. And the one thing that I don't like about this is that, especially because this piece of silver paper is on the plastic wrap, so typically usually when you open the packaging and you take out this wrap right here, you just go ahead and throw it away in the trash. And sometimes I have to like go back and refer to like the ingredients or like the drug facts, but then it's like already in the trash and you're just like, oh, I have to go online and search it. So I kind of wish that they did go ahead and put it on the packaging right here. So but aside from that, the packaging very simple, very clean. I really like how you actually can go ahead and see like the foundation color. And then of course on the top right here it has like the shade, and on the bottom right here it has an expiration date, which is actually really helpful. I love it, especially when products have expiration dates. All right, so I remember the first time when I used this, I didn't know how to go ahead and open this. So typically with like foundations, usually it's like a pull off or like a twist. So the first thing that I did was I pulled off the cap, and this is what happened. So I pulled it off and I was like, uh-oh, what just happened? Did it break? Did I get like a bad one? And then I was trying to like push it down, nothing was coming out, and I was like, oh, it's probably like one of like those twistable ones. So I put the cap back on and then I twisted it, and I was like, ah, here we go. So when you go ahead and open this up, I literally did not expect it to come with like this like wand application right here. Like I thought that it was gonna like pump out, or it's just you have to go ahead and like pour it onto like your fingers or something. But it's interesting how it does go ahead and come with this nice applicator right here. So typically what I could do, I just go ahead and like draw lines all over my face, and then go ahead and use my fingers, or you can go ahead and use a beauty blender depending on whatever your preference is. But usually most of the time I do go ahead and just use my fingers because it's more convenient, it's easier. And sometimes a beauty blender can be like a little bit of a hassle, especially when you go ahead and wash it. Like if you don't wash it clean enough, like bacteria and germs, like they just get like stuck in there. So typically I usually just go ahead and use my fingers. And I have to say, this foundation is actually really lightweight. Like I'm currently wearing it right now, and I have to say I really like this foundation, especially for like a drugstore foundation. I would say it's actually not too bad. And when I was actually choosing the shade, I wasn't really sure which color to choose. Typically like with the shade range, I usually go for like the first 3 shades, or probably like the first 2 shades, because I am more like on like the lighter / paler side. So when I was choosing this shade, I was also taking into consideration that I did go ahead and get quite a bit of sun exposure, especially like the past 2 weeks. So I was trying to find a shade that kind of like matches me, and also that matches my neck. And sometimes, you know, when you find a shade that matches your face but doesn't match your neck, it kind of looks a little bit weird, especially when you don't blend out like the whole thing. Like I have tried to use foundation which matched my face, but then my neck, it was just like, you know, have you guys ever tried foundation? Like it matches perfectly your face, but your neck is just like hanging there. And sometimes when you take pictures, it's like your face looks like a ghost and your neck is like, oh, you know what I mean, like you know what I mean, right? So anyways, so after debating for a while, I settled down on this shade. And I have to say, like wearing it right now, I can definitely see and tell like this isn't like the really right shade for me, because I did go ahead and forget. It does go and say a brightening complex, so it does go ahead and like brighten your skin. Like it does look very nice, very natural. So if any of you guys are thinking about picking this up, I would have to say just go ahead and stick to like your original shade, maybe like a little bit lighter than what you usually go ahead and choose, because it does go ahead and brighten your skin. Like I'm sure you guys watching this video right now can go ahead and tell like my skin looks really good, like it looks really healthy, very glowy. but actually the truth is my skin is actually really bad. Lots of freckles, lots of like red lines all over. It's just the makeup and the lighting right now that just makes everything look so pretty, so gorgeous. And I really like how this foundation is so lightweight. It's definitely very buildable. So for instance, if you have like freckles like I do, and if it does go ahead and show through, just go ahead and apply on like a second layer, and it does go ahead and cover very well. And I have to say, this foundation lasted me a good 10 hours, which I typically don't really expect from like drugstore foundation, since I have tried and used a lot of physician formula makeup products and they don't really tend to work that well for me. But for this one, I have to say it definitely does go ahead and work really well for me. And considering the price wise, I would say the price is alright for like a drugstore foundation. Like, it's not too expensive, it's not too crazy. I remember when I bought this, it was like, I believe like $15 or $16, but then I did go ahead and get a discount on this because at my local drugstore, like I go to CVS, they give out like extra bucks. Sometimes they give you coupons where you get like 20% off your whole entire purchase and stuff like that. So yeah, well, that is it for today's video, and I shall catch you guys later. Bye.